Thank you for tuning in for Curriculum Night, all of our second grade teachers. I just want to say, this is the last night to join PTA to get in on our raffle. We're going to have tomorrow for a 4-pack, awesome, $75 Trash Pandas giveaway, and also a year membership to the Botanical Gardens for a family. So join today. There'll be a code. Or check out our Facebook page. Shh, don't tell them I was here.
our second grade curriculum night. We're so excited that you guys are here. Hi. I'm Miss Langford, and I'm new to the second grade team this year, and I'm just going to go and introduce all of our lovely second grade teachers. First, we have Miss Sweeney. Next, we have Miss Stone. Next, we have Miss Sellers, Miss Waller, Miss Phillips, Miss Culver, Miss Creasy, and last we have Miss Cantrell. Oh, there we are! I can hear this one. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Okay.
Okay, so thank y'all for coming. I think that quote just kind of speaks to like the partnership that teachers and parents have together and how we have just your child's best interest at heart and that we need to work together to grow them in all the ways. And so we're going to talk about the curriculum first. So the state of Alabama has a course of study composed of standards that students should be able to perform by the end of each grade. The curriculum and the instruction that we use to teach those standards vary from district to district. And so it's not necessarily a one curriculum for the whole state, but rather we choose curriculums to fit the standards. The state has passed the Literacy Act and the Numeracy Act in recent years, and they're just comprehensive plans that show that students need to be making progress towards goals for reading and goals for math. And so I know that all the teachers have sent these slides to you guys, so it's just a little bit more information about the two different acts and that we are following the guidelines for them in our district. This year, Madison City got 2 new curriculums for DLA standards. Okay, so 95% phonics is used to teach phonics instruction. It's a multisensory approach to decoding and encoding for phonics. And so students are able to practice decoding strategies which help them to read words, and then encoding strategies which help them to spell words. They are assessed weekly on phonics skills. It's a little bit different than many of us were tested when we were in elementary school. Instead of giving them like a short list of 10 words that fit the pattern we study each week, we instruct them on the pattern, and then we see if they're able to apply the pattern to a list of new words on Fridays. The goal is that they're able to apply their use of phonics to a large number of words instead of just 10 or so words that they can read and spell within that skill. Open Court is our week, so that's something that we're going to be starting with Open Court throughout second grade. Our standards are kind of like bolded standards from the course of study that are really critical for student success in subsequent grade levels. So this is a list of second grade power standards. You can see that multi-syllabic words, both decoding and encoding, is an important standard in second grade, which just means that they can read and spell multi-syllable words. Solve math facts fluently. So last year the district adopted Dr. Nikki Newton's fluency plan, which encompasses using math training records. It's kind of like a GPS for math fluency. Students are given an interview style assessment, and it kind of shows the teachers exactly where to intervene and help them on their journey to math fact fluency. And so we use the learning records to find where they're at on the fluency progression, and then intervene with activities and math games to help them grow and continue to develop their fluency. These are the math standards, the power standards for second grade. You can see that fluency is in 4 out of the 5 of them. So it is a really big part of second grade is being able to fluently add and subtract within 20 and within 100. So that's where the running records really come into play for us. And then the course of study, digital citizenship and digital literacy is an important skill for students to develop. So we really focus on developing critical thinking skills and computational thinking through our digital learning.
Your child will take various assessments throughout the year. Some of those assessments are highlighted on this screen. These are district-wide, so we'll cover just the highlights here. The first one is iReady. iReady will test those reports with their report cards as well. The third is our ACAP assessment. We'll hold off on giving you too much information This won't be administered until April. This is our statewide summative assessment where we see your child's level of mastery to our grade level standards. This will be all on the computer, and again, we will give you more information as that date approaches. The last one is COGAT. This is an aptitude test that it covers your child's reasoning skills. This is a test that our gifted education teacher, Wendy Tibbs, she will look closely at this in addition to some of our classroom observations and classroom data as she begins to dive into the gifted program with our students.
Like on classroom assignments and classroom assessments. When you get work back, this is like daily practice work, you're most likely going to see what we call like a check for completion, or maybe a number correct, or maybe a number missed. On classroom assessments, you'll see a number correct out of the total. For example, if there's 20 questions and they score an 18, you may see an 18 out of 20, rather than a letter grade or a percentage, which you'll start to see in third grade. We want you to know that all of our standards are end of the year goals. Your child's end of the year goal is to achieve a 4 on our standards. And I'll just take you down through our season of data collection to account when formulating your child's score. Things such as tests, daily assignments, teacher small group interaction, and teacher observations are all taken into account to determine your child's score on their report card. Our report of learning is our progress reports and our report cards. You'll see a progress report come home every 4.5 weeks. This will highlight areas of focus to assist your child in meeting grade level expectations. So this is where you'll see like suggestions for things to work on in order to achieve a certain score by the report card. You can expect that first one to come home September 14th. And our report cards are sent home every 9 weeks, which is of our 4 grading periods, and that's where you're going to see that score of 1, 2, 3, or 4. And our first report card will go home October 13th. And we just really want to reassure you that our grades are end of the year goals. And again, they're shooting for that 4 by the end of the school year, so they have a lot of time to make growth. So if you're seeing 2s or anything at the beginning and you're worried, please just keep in mind that at the beginning of the year, we're spending a lot of time building our classroom community, establishing routines, and a lot of our work and even some of the assessments we're doing along with the students so they understand expectations. So just so that if they were seeing grades that you're concerned about at this time, they have so much time to build those scores up and to grow.
Alright, so some of the ways that you guys can be involved, we have listed up here. So most of us are sending home a weekly newsletter. Sometimes it's binder, sometimes it's digital. That just kind of gives you a sneak peek into what's happening in the classroom that week, sometimes for the month. The Power School Parent Portal, obviously we don't get grades as the upper grades do, but that's a way that you can access information, of course, with attendance. Looking at the school website and the Facebook page. Our Facebook page is really active, so if you ever want to get just a glimpse into what's happening in the school just day to day, a lot of pictures, a lot of information is shared there. I believe it's just Midtown Elementary School on Facebook, so if you want to connect there, you can. And then, of course, the code of conduct is very important. I mean, we do expect our students are safe here and are following rules, and so just review that with your child if you feel that's important. Grade level field trips, we plan on taking 2, one in the fall, one in the spring. More information is coming about our fall field trip, but parents, you must have. All right, it's time for our admin here. We have both of our assistant principals tonight, Mr. Turner and Ms. Cecil. So welcome them, and they're going to have to prepare.
Good evening. As she stated, I am Turner, one of the assistant principals here, and I have Ms. Cecil here, who is the other assistant principal. I want to talk a little bit about our expectations, and what we do here at Midtown is that we meet with each grade level, and we just reiterate what we expect for students while we're here. So I want to do this with you guys so you guys know what we're talking about in school. We use the acronym ROAR, and it means being respectful. First of all, being respectful of yourself, others, and the school property. Not damaging property. This is our home, we're from home, so we want to treat that way. We want to keep our school nice and clean. Being open-minded, just be receptive to new ideas, because everybody comes with ideas. We're we're not shutting anybody's ideas down. We're actually listening to them, talk about their ideas, and we're getting behind their thinking. So we teach this at an early age. Always being safe. We want to make sure that students are safe on the bus, in the classroom. I always tell Ms. Cecil and Mr. Lisa, that's the hardest part of my job, making sure kids are getting to school safely and getting back home safely every day. Like, I can't see at night thinking about that, so keep emailing me if, we have an issue on the bus or at school, definitely make sure they get rectified as quickly as possible and being responsible. Even in that second grade, 7, 8-year-old, we still expect them to remember to bring their backpack to school, remember to turn in homework, remember to bring in uniforms, and just kind of we're growing them to be leader and future leader of the country one day.
Great. Hi everyone, I'm Lauren Cecil. I'm the new assistant principal this year. I was a third grade teacher here last year, so if I look like a familiar face, that's why. But I'm so excited to be in this new role, and I know a lot of faces already, but if I haven't met you and your family, I would love to get to know you when we have time. I'm going to talk a little bit about our Midtown house system. If you had a student at Midtown last year, you're familiar with this, but it is something a little new and different for our new families. So each student, when they come to Midtown, they're put in a house, and it's kind of based on like the Harry Potter house system, but not really, but just a way to organize all the students and to build culture within our school. So our houses are done by colors. We have red and orange, green, blue, purple, and they're named after different constellations. So if your kid comes home with a colored shirt with the constellations on it, that's why, that's their house color. And the house system is just used to promote unity within our school. On some of our half days, we will get together as a house family. So all colors will come together at one time, and then we'll break off into like little mini families in classrooms. And it's grades K through 5. So those of our younger kids will get to be older kids, and we'll have a new teacher in the building that maybe they didn't know before, and it just creates some more points of contact to make our big school feel a little bit smaller. And there are ways that we reward each houses, like if we notice one house doing things great, we'll see our flags out here outside the cafeteria. We kind of get JoJo points. If a kid does something great, we're like, oh, what house are you in? Blue house. All right, blue house gets a point. It's kind of just a way to encourage positive behavior and build that family feel here at Midtown. The next thing I want to talk about is attendance. This is so important. We love your students and we want them here every day, and they cannot be learning from our wonderful second grade teachers if they are not here. Of course, we understand that things happen, kids get sick, there's reasons that you can't come to school every day. So if that does happen and your child cannot attend school, we ask that you please email MTES attendance. Please do not email your teacher or send them a paper copy. This is how we keep track of all of our attendance. So if you went to the doctor and you have a doctor's note, you can email that. If your child was sick but you just kept them at home that day, you didn't take them to the doctor, you can still email and we'll count that as a parent note. You get 10 parent notes throughout the school year. After 3 unexcused absences, a letter will be sent home and you'll get a phone call from me. After 5 unexcused absences, another letter will be sent home, and then you have to come in and take time out of your day to meet with me. So I know that can be frustrating. We want to honor your time as well. And then after 7 unexcused absences, you get a 3rd letter and you have to meet with the district attendance officer. We really want to avoid that. So as long as you're sending in excuses, you get 10 parent notes throughout the school year, and of course doctor's notes as needed. We do want to just kind of make it aware that if absences climb above that 10, even if they are excused, it counts towards chronic absenteeism, which is also something we really want to avoid. Our administration has looked at some data recently on attendance, and we found that even if a child only misses 2 days per month, by the time they graduate high school, if they kept that pattern up, they would have missed a whole year of school. So it really does add up, and our second grade teachers are so wonderful. They want to teach, and when your child misses a day of school, they really do miss a lot. So we just encourage you to have your students here every day. Okay, and we have Lauren Everson here from the Midtown PTA to talk about joining really quickly.
All right, today is the last day to join PTA to be entered to win 2 amazing prizes that Peaches, our membership VP, has put together. We have Botanical Gardens family membership pack and a gift from Trash Pandas. So if that sounds fun, be sure to join tonight. If you didn't get a business card, do that on your way out. You can join there or on this QR code if you have it. And then we have a website that has everything coming and going, and we do duty-free lunch to our teachers once a month starting this month. Well, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow's September. Starting September. So we like to give our teachers once a month a chance to eat with adults and not open up snacks. So if that sounds good to you, we have a sign up for that that's going on as well.
I'm going to go ahead and dismiss our wonderful second grade teachers so that they can go. As you probably know from talking with them, they're an awesome team. They love their children and they keep them safe every day, which is number one. But they're also fabulous instructionally, and they work so hard to get them ready for each grade beyond this. So we are just really thankful to have them as a second grade team. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your child's teacher or one of us. Miss Weiser wanted to be here tonight, but it was her son's first baseball game, so she had to have that, obviously. But we are so happy to have you all here. Please let us know if you have any questions, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks.